kindly be reminded that this is a requirement for all of you interactors to complete all 5 sessions to receive the certification. So ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Hope you are excited with your trainings today. And now, first thing first, allow me to introduce you to our lovely guest speaker for today, who happens to be the District Public Image Chair and member of District Training Team on branding for our club meetings, projects, and events, Past Assistant Governor Rajj Melambaran. Now, let me share with you on his profile. Right. Now, Rajj Melambaran is a proud Bangsa Johor, born and received his early education in Johor Bahru and completed his tertiary education at the University of Hertfordshire, United Kingdom. He is currently married to Suguna Nair and blessed with a daughter, son Chana and son Novit. Rajj started his career in technology industry that later progressed to human development and project management capacities. Previous types of jobs include system analyst at India Water Consortium and senior IT project manager at Petronas. During the corporate days, he completed various certifications and practiced holistic approaches when addressing underlying issues in problem solving, decision making, and people management. He left the corporate world to turn his hobby into business. Rajj co-founded Purple Ants Events, Team Engagement Malaysia, and Purple Bunch, offering event management, corporate training, and personalized gift services. Rajj worked with CIMB Bank Berhad, Nestle, Debbie Group, Bank Negara Malaysia, Citigroup, Toyota, Khazanah, National, Repsol, and many other top GLC and MNC companies to deliver trainings and talk in human development, people engagement, and progressive teamwork areas and topics. Rajj is a Generation X in Rotary, joined Rotary Club of Subang in 2009, having served as a president in Rotary year 2012 to 2013, he became an assistant governor in Rotary year 2017 to 2018. He is the current district public image chair and member of district training team for the Rotary year and the chairman of the Rotary Mean Business District 3300 Malaysia Group. Rajj regularly conducts talks and workshops at Rotary clubs and at district training programs on membership development, people management, progressive teamwork, and creative public image work based on studies and survey on new ideas to make Rotary attractive for the younger generation. These topics are very dear and priority interest for him in Rotary. Final note, Rajj is a die-hard Liverpool fan for more than 30 years. Probably the best football team on this planet. Now, before we proceed further, please be reminded, should you have any questions, kindly raise them by typing in the chat box, and after the sharing session is over, it will be addressed by Past Assistant Governor Rajj Melambaran in the question and answer session later. Without further ado, I would like to welcome District Public Image Chair and member of District Training Team to present on branding for club meetings, projects, and event. Over to you, Past Assistant Governor Rajj.
Thank you, Master of Ceremony, Rotarian Haslina. Thank you. And good morning, all the lovely sleepy faces. Go on, smile, wave. Let me see whether you're awake or you're sleeping with the eyes open. Come on, wave, everyone, wave. Yes, thank you. That's how we start. All right, we still have more than half with their video off. I think they are in the shower. Let me go through. Hi, Stephanie. Welcome, Stephanie. Rotarian from Penang. And a lot more videos are off, but never mind. If they are your friends, please WhatsApp them, ask them to switch on the video. We are talking about branding today. Let's move away a bit from Interact and Rotaract and Rotary. All right, it's always been all the rules, policies, what to do, what not to do in Interact and even Rotary for us. So today we're going to talk about something that not in the rule book, not in the handbook of Interact, which is allowed to be done, but don't know why we didn't do it, because no one told us to do it, or we didn't thought of doing it, or we thought, oh, we this can't be done. All right, that's what we're going to look at today. Very simple, very simple. 20 minutes talk, that's it. But we're just going to look at different ideas how to branding is not just for products and services. Branding is also for Rotary, Interact, Rotrack, even within your club. How do you inspire and motivate your fellow members, through branding? Branding is not just for the outside people from the circle, that means public. No, it's also within the organization, within your club, within your school, with your friends, with your colleagues, with your team members. We also have to do branding. Internal branding is more to reignite their interests, remind them the purpose. Why did we join Interact? Why did we join Rotary? There is a purpose. So we need to continuously help each other, inspire each other to reignite and renew that interest. All right, so allow me to share the screen. Host, can you please allow me to share? Mr. Host, is this video on, Mr. Host? All right, thank you. All right, Brahma, can you see my screen?
Yes, I
Okay,
can see your
that's
screen.
good. Thank you. All right, so topic for today is branding for club meetings and projects and events, right? All right. Why branding? If you're asking still why branding, I'll give you in one word. I explained a bit earlier, but in one word, to promote and market your club meetings, projects, and events. All right. Why not? Right? Why not? Rather than sending emails and WhatsApps just to inform. When you inform about your meeting, projects, and event, that is just an announcement. That's not branding. Right? But we must promote and market the activities within the club. So why promote? Number one, improve attendance. Attendance of members to attend meetings, to attend projects, activities. It will improve the attendance, to create a curiosity in them, to market in a creative way, to tease them, what's going to happen on that day. So promotion and marketing for events, meetings is very, very important to improve attendance. Because if you talk about organizations, non-profit organizations like Interact and Rotary, we don't force anyone to attend, right? And year by year, maybe the interest might fade away. They're still a member, and they will become a sleeping giant. They're still a giant, that's why they're a member. They'll become a sleeping giant. All right. This is when we market and promote all the activities within the club to wake up the sleeping giant, to wake them up, to tell them, hey, why are you still a member? Come, and inspire them to participate. Second, to strengthen the commitment. Again, going to talk about this fading interest. All right, attendance is one of the commitment, and even contribution, taking up leadership roles. Right, there are people or there are members who will shy away. In the beginning, they might show a lot of commitments, but as months pass, years pass, they again the interest will fade away. Right, so through marketing and promotion of events, activities, and meeting, we can strengthen their commitment. And membership development, it helps to increase your membership. If you're a club looking for more students to join your Interact club, then you should market and promote every of your events and activities within your members. I'm not asking you to market it outside to the other students. No, promote it within. When you promote within, the good work will go out. The words will go out. The words will travel to the non-members. And that's when the students who are not a member of Road Interact will become very curious. Again, I'm going to use the word curious here, because curiosity, it's something important that we have to create. to increase attendance or commitment or interest in someone. So all your marketing and promotion, if you have a board, you stick it on there, you send it through your Facebook or your WhatsApp, or even the non-members will look at it and they'll be interested to know about it. Once they want to know about it, that's when they'll become your member. And fundraising, Interact clubs do fundraise. You do a lot of creative fundraising. Over the years I've seen Interact clubs. Sometimes you guys are more creative than the Rotary clubs in fundraising, right? It's not the amount the success of fundraising is not the amount you collect. For me personally, it's not the amount. Even if you collect just a 50 ringgit in your fundraising, but if that fundraising managed to bring all your members together, if it succeed in promoting your club, promoting this Interact brand, for me that's a success, right? So productive fundraising means it's not just the money collected, but how the collaboration between members, the teamwork, the cohesiveness, so these are very important in to market and market and promote your fundraising. And also personal growth. Whatever you do in Interact will have a positive impact to your personal growth in learning new skills, in communication. How do you communicate to people? The way you think, it will have a very big impact, because one of your Interact goal is personal growth too, if not in the right word, but similar meaning is personal growth. We want interactors to attain leadership skills, to ability to think practical, openness. So whatever you do in Interact, there is a huge positive growth impact to your development. Learning new skills too. And today we're going to learn a bit of about design, advertising skills, and in Interact level, as I mentioned earlier, leadership skills, communication skills, working together, togetherness. These are all new skills that you can learn from Interact. And increase the public knowledge. As I mentioned earlier, you don't have to do anything for them, for the public, but you do your marketing and promotion within for your members. The words will go out, right? People need to know what is Interact. I know there are clubs who are struggling, having challenges, getting approval for even within the school or outside the school, right? But I would partially put it, or not, I won't use the word blame, but I will partially put it to because the knowledge of Interact, maybe it's low. Maybe they don't know what is Interact, or they don't know enough what is Interact to allow you, to give you the approval. So this is your chance. Increase public knowledge within the school or outside. All right, so what's the plan? How do we promote? Do you uh, put an ad on the TV or radio, billboards? What do you do? All right, you don't have to do all that. All right, don't spend a lot of money. There are ways to do free branding. Right, we just have to do. I'm going to talk about just two things today, which is the EDMs and video promotion. EDM means electronically distributed messaging. Right, whatever image files that you get through WhatsApp, whatever image file that you see on Facebook that is making an announcement or promoting something is called an EDM. And now EDM is very popular. So I got few samples here from Rotary. Sorry, I couldn't use any samples from Interact, but this is what we use in Rotary. If you look at the yellow top middle one, right, that EDM is more, it's like a opening for an application, inviting clubs to apply, right? That EDM. If you see the top right EDM, that's a EDM promoting a talk. It's for Raila, so we are promoting a talk. If you see the bottom right, that EDM is a fundraiser. It's raising fund for end polio. And if you look at the bottom middle, the Vibrant Club Leaders Training, that's an event training announcement EDM. And if you look at the far bottom left, That's idiom for a meeting, a Rotary Club meeting, right? So you can do idioms for many different meetings or projects or any events, right? And these idioms can be easily circulated to your members, to your friends, well-wishers that who you want them to attend, right? And you can make this creative by putting on the words or the font, the positioning, the usage of the color, what image do you use. It's all up to you, up to your creativity. But don't worry, there are templates that can help you out, right? But if you're going to ask me, is it going to cost money? Do I need to subscribe to any softwares or applications to do this? No, you don't have to. There are free tools to do this. So let's look at the tool. Of the many free tools that are available out there, I would recommend you to use Canva, canva.com. Canva got there is a free version and there is a paid version. Of course, the paid version will have more features and functions. For the free version, they will have I don't know 100 over templates that you can choose. That means you don't have to do the design from scratch. You just choose one of the template and just change the content of it. I just change the title, change the image, and then it becomes idiom for you, right? If you are looking at creating video, you can try iSkysoft.us. That's a free tool. Again, the free tool is limited. If the paid tool, there's more features and functions. All right. The good thing about these applications, this Canva and iSkysoft, they have templates, right? So you don't have to create or design from scratch. Just choose one of the template that is related to the event or activity you want to create idiom for, and then just change the content. Right? And I'm sure a few of you are here. If you're using any free tools, please put it on the chat group. Share it with the rest. If you are using another free tool than Canva or iSkysoft, please share with us. Type it in the chat group. We will have a look at it later. All right. So when you do design, whether it's a template or you do from the scratch, the first thing that we need to be careful or pay attention is our image, our logo, right? So in your chat box now, put a Y or N. Is this your Interact logo? If yes, put a Y. If no, put a N. Now, I'm checking now. Yo, no. Annabelle said no. Isabel said no. No, yes. Sophia said yes. Gone. We got 70 plus. This is also to check whether you're awake. Okay, good. Right, like all your answers. Most of you said no. Right, there's a yes. Well done. B. Sharon. Right, okay. And all right, guys, thank you for participating. Hobbies awake. Well done. Brahma, can you wake up the rest? And yeah, so the answer to this question, is this your logo? The answer is no, this is not your logo. All right. If you want me to refine the statement, this is no longer your logo. All right. From 1962, when you started, this was similarly the logo, and then it changed, but now it's totally a new logo. So, guys, do not use this logo on your letterhead, in your Facebook, in your poster, communication, video, t-shirts. Any t-shirts that you're going to print now, don't use this logo. I know you have printed many collaterals, t-shirts, and caps in the past with this logo. Fine. All right. If you don't have the budget to do a new one, that's fine to use. But what I mean is, do not do any new t-shirts with this logo. All right. So, what's your logo? There you go. This is your logo. All right, there's two examples. Please allow me to use these two examples. For Sri UCSI, your logo will be this. All right, Interact Club of Sekolah Sri UCSI, because you're registered as Sekolah Sri UCSI, if I'm not wrong. And for SMK Taman C, your logo will be this, Interact Club of SMK Taman C. All right, guys, there's no other Interact logo. This is your logo. And now it's very personalized to your club name, similar to the Rotary clubs and the Interact clubs logo. Even Rotary International wants to uniform these logos. We don't want Interact or Rotary to have different logo. All right, and this is their color too. Do not use any other color. You can use this color, which is turquoise, if I'm not wrong, and you can use all black or all white. Only three colors. All right, so this is your logo. And if you have any difficulties creating this logo, we are happy to help. Right? First, check with your club, sponsoring club youth service director. All right, tell the person, look, we need help to create the logo. Right, and he himself or herself might do it, or he will refer to the district public image committee, and we are happy to help you to create this logo. Right, so do not download from the internet, and please don't try to do it yourself, because the font, if you look at the club name, the club of Sekolah Sri UCSI, the font type is Frutiger. And Frutiger is not a font that it can easily be found, right? So don't try to create your own and try to match it to the nearest, right? We will help you to do the logo. We don't mind doing that. All right, so another question, why all the hassle following these guidelines? You know, since 1962, we had a logo, and it's been going on fine. Why do you change the logo now? Why do we need to follow? If that question running in your mind, please change that, because we need to follow the guidelines. All right, why we need to follow the guidelines? We want consistency. All right, consistency is very important. Whether it's a business, whether it's an NGO, this is very, very important. We want everyone to be the same, because when a brand is consistent, you know, the value increases, the value in the eyes of the public, the value, your value in the eyes of the other students, your value in the eyes of your teachers, you know, will change. Your Interact club will gain more respect, and we are setting standards and rules when you're following guidelines, right? And NGOs like Interact or even Rotary, you know, every year the leadership changes, right? The new leaders come in, and the outgoing leaders should set a standard and pass the baton correctly to the next leadership. And also, when you leave the school after your Form 5, a totally new team comes in, or totally a new team takes over. All right. So we need to set the standards so that the incoming officers, incoming members, they know the right guidelines. Otherwise, everyone will do something that they feel it's right. So we will lose that value in consistency. And recognizable. We want to be recognizable, because when I show you a logo like Starbucks, you know, without the wording Starbucks, when you just see the lady with the star or mermaid with a star, you know that's Starbucks, right? That's called recognizable. So we want to take Interact to that level. When they see that logo in that color, they know it's Interact, right? And it helps all the elements that we spoke about earlier, the membership development, the values, the personal growth, it will have to grow. And staying focused. Why did we join Interact? Why did you join? Right? You join to improve your skills. What's the purpose of you joining? So we want to stay focused on what's our goal and what's our objective. And again, the value I spoke about earlier, it increases the value of the organization. All right, look at all these logos. Look at it. What's wrong with these logos? Or you don't find anything wrong with it? Go on, type it on the chat. I'll read. Let me see anyone says anything. Since when? All right, I'll answer the question in a while. All right, so if you look at this logo, all the logos are wrong, but you can recognize the logo, right? You know what logo is that, but it's wrong, all right? The first one, it's supposed to be the KFC logo. And then Chick Fry K and Pepsi, that's a Coca-Cola logo. And if you look at the blue one, far top right, that's a Pepsi logo. And bottom, that's not Burger King, that's McDonald's. So how do you feel now when you see these logos are wrong? How do you feel? You feel angry? Yeah. I know one person here feels angry about the McDonald logo because she's a die-hard fan of McDonald's. She's very upset now, right? And I'm upset because Pepsi is blue, Coke is red, right? But it's the other way around here, right? So this is the feeling that we have. Hey, why is it wrong? No, it's wrong. We get angry, in a nice way. We get angry in a positive way because all our life we have seen this logo and now, no, this is wrong, right? It's disturbing, right? It's very, very disturbing to put these logos in the wrong format, right? And that's the same. So why do we want to change our logo? You know, we have a Intrac logo, we have a Rotrac logo, and we have a Rotary logo. We need to follow that, all right? And these logos were changed, I think 3-4 years ago. All right. In Rotary level, even our logo changed, and we are still educating and trying to get more clubs to comply. Right, and we've been successful. It's a slow progress, but we are getting there. Right, we are moving slow, but we are getting there. We are a 100-year-old organization, and Interact been around for how many years? Since 62, 40 years plus, no, 60 years plus. All right, so. Now there's a new logo, we have to comply to the guidelines. So let's follow the logo guidelines, not to create any disturbing feelings. And again, please refer to your sponsoring club, youth service director, if you have any doubts and if you want to know how to create the logo. And remember, your sponsoring club, youth service director's role is to guide and help you. All right. So please refer to the person. And if he or she is stuck, of course, they will escalate higher. All right. That's where I will come in and do the logo. Right. Don't worry. I'll give you the guarantee. I'll do it for you. All right. So the next topic I want to talk about is to get your story right. Right. I was contemplating whether to do this because I know a few of you here is underage illegal for social media, right? But I know many Rotary clubs got, many Interact clubs got a Facebook page. And I realize because now social media is a new norm to be connected, right? But the question we want to ask is, are we doing it right? Is your club page productive? Right, so I won't take a lot of time here because I shouldn't, but I just want to prepare you. When you move to social media, there are certain things that you got to pay attention to and take it seriously. It's not all about creating a page, creating a name, and posting. It's not as easy as that. Yeah, you have to be productive. So a good digital story, whatever we post on social media, is called a digital story, whether it's a liner or a paragraph or few paragraphs. All right. So what are we doing there? We are creating impression. Right. So when we talk about a non-profit organization like Interact, school-based like Interact, we are creating impression. That's what we're going to look at today. So whatever you post, remember this, you are creating impression. So when you're sharing photographs, remember, share action, not posts. All right. So this social media sharing is also when you post to your personal Facebook, not just your Interact Club page, also your personal timeline. Share action, not posts. What I mean by that, try to upload photographs you are in action. not a group photograph posing, doing all the freestyle, don't post all that. You can do that, when it's a fun sharing. But when it comes to club sharing, try to pick photos in action. You are doing work, right? And at this pandemic, we have a safety and health procedure SOPs. So you should upload photograph with those SOPs like face mask, social distancing, you know, and logo visibility. So try to post photograph where your logo is visible, whether it's on your T-shirt or whether it's on your cap, whether you're holding a signboard or whether it's a banner. So preferably if there's a logo visible, it will be great. And I just like to share a few uh, photograph, what I mean by the 3 points above. People in action and logo is visible, following SOP, following SOP. All right, so this is what I meant. All right, and I know it's a practice that we should create for the long term, but for now, try. Right, maybe it's difficult because you have not planned to take the photograph, but try to pose. I'm not saying it's a must, but preferably, right? Because this photograph creates more impact to the people who look at it, whether it's your club member, whether it's your other students from your school, whether it's your teacher looking at it, or whether it's your guru basa looking at the photograph. These photographs will create a positive impression and impact to the eye that is viewing. And when you post a photograph, for sure you're going to type something out, right? So if you're typing it out, write a story. Highlight your experience, not the description of the project. Because from the photographs, we know what's the project about, right? But we want to know your experience. How did you feel? Your feelings, your story about being there, witnessing the project, and working on the project. I want to read your experience. Which is for me, it's more meaningful and impactful, not the description of the project. Right, very quickly I want to go show you some examples. If you recognize the club, don't tell them I showed you. All right, so here they have photograph and they have a line. All right, which we when we look at it, we're like, okay, that's it. And here they have a announcement EDM of training, and that's it, a title, that's all. And here they just have a photograph which is as a group photograph, and they just said where they went, and that's it. All right, so personally I felt like it's not impactful for me. Right, because I want to read more. I want to read a line. I will look at the photograph and I will understand what the project about and who's doing it, but I want to know the result, the beneficiaries, the results, the impact of the project. Right, I know you're too young to know this guy, but Benjamin Franklin said, either write something worth reading or do something worth writing about. Right? He's very right. This works for social media these days because people who's reading, it's a value that you give. If you're writing for the club, it's a value that you give from the club. So make it right. So I picked up this from an intra club. I liked it because if you read this, the first paragraph was about uh, who who they worked with and what they gave out. And the second paragraph, the first line in the second paragraph is the project goal, the project objective. And the second line of the second paragraph is the result. What did they achieve from the project? It's very short. It's a very short project write up, but just nice. Because the longer it is, the lesser people will read. But with this, it's short and snappy. It's good. Then here we have a similar project. again, the project description is there, what they gave out is there, and finally the result. Right? This is just a sample for you. You don't have to follow exactly, but you can write it in your own way. Right? Because each clubs, each interactor, I know your way of doing things is different. All right, there's no one right way. I cannot tell you that this is the way. No, I can only share you the best practices. I can only share with you the good ones. All right, but you can make it better by maybe writing in another way. All right, but as long as you have the project goal, objective, and the result, it's perfect. All right, it gives value to your posting. Now, what else can you do? You can tell your interact story. Do a video. You know, these days, creating a video is not difficult anymore. You just need to have a good phone with a good camera resolution. The phone can be done software to edit, and there you go. Just get a tripod and put it in front of you and tell your interact story. When you tell your interact story, you can tell about why did you join interact, what has interact given you, how interact developed you as a member, and what are the benefits you gained from interact. So you can tell a story or tell your club story. You know, what is your club all about? What is the goal of your club? What is the objective of your club? Tell good things about your club, right? Be arrogant when you talk about your club. You know, be confident and be proud. And the project results, right? When you do a project, tell about the results more. That means how happy the beneficiaries were. You know, what has the beneficiaries benefited, right? Let's not talk about us who give. Let's talk about those who receive. The last one, make interact rewarding. I can see our youth service director fidgeting. How's my time, Rama?
You have another 5 minutes.
5 minutes. All right. So finally, let's make interact experience rewarding. All right. No interactors can say that they have not benefited from interact. All right. So, but when we do that, do it in a creative manner. You know this iceberg concept, because when you see the iceberg, the tip of the iceberg is only the beneath of the iceberg is what 100 times or 10 or 50 times bigger and deeper than the tip. So it's the same thing. What people know about interact is maybe these 3 or 4 or 5 things. All right, that you guys sell roses on Valentine's Day to raise fund. You guys organize IU Day to have fun, and you paint classrooms and badminton court. That's what people know about interact when they don't know about interact. But you tell them. Who else going to tell them? An interactor need to tell the benefits of interact. Otherwise, how the non-interactor is going to know, right? So you have to tell them what they don't know about interact, right? Friendship, you gain new friends. Personal growth, everything you do in interact, there's a positive impact in your skills, learning new skills and learning the growth, attaining positive values, acquiring new skills. And now with this talk now, I hope you're going to embark into graphic designs. You know, even though you may start with a free tool, that's a new skill that you're going to pick up. Mentoring. There are Rotarians to mentor, the teachers to mentor. Your teacher advisor is your number one mentor for you, right? And international connections and interact. Interact was formed to take action and build international understanding and to make new friends around the world. That's the purpose of Interact being formed in 1962. So you have those international connections, and you have IYE, International Youth Exchange, long-term exchange, short-term exchange. So there are a lot of opportunities, the learning opportunities and also traveling opportunities, but for now we can't because of due to the pandemic, but soon it will be over and you'll be back with your connections and your opportunities to connect with the world. So these are the main benefits of interact. So how are you going to tell them, to tell the others who don't know? All right, you can, this is also a branding for interact for your club. All right, so yeah, this is the last one. All right, so your action for 2021. All right, this year, 2021. I'd like all the clubs here to seriously consider to participate in the video awards. I know few of you participated past few years, but we need more participation from Malaysia, right? The reason for me to ask you to do this is not to increase the number of submissions from Malaysia. That's not the reason, all right? When a club get into the planning and executing these video awards, there are a lot of learnings there, right? First, you gather your members together. This is when the board of directors work with the members. And this is when you can unearth new talents in your Interact Club. You will find members who you didn't know they had that skill. It's not just video editing skills, there's more. You know, you can do screenplay, storyboard writing, content writing. So these video awards will bring the members together. And then when you also do the video awards, you will do a lot of research on Interact or the projects. So again, you are gaining more knowledge. And when you submit, that's a goal you achieve, that the satisfaction you get for completing the video. All right, that's a success for the club. They will rejuvenate the members. This is when you inspire and motivate each other. Whether you win or whether you don't, doesn't matter. All right, the winning doesn't matter here, but completing the video, gaining the knowledge, bringing everyone together, that's important, right? So with that, let's quickly go through the learnings that we went through today. So we looked at the benefits of good branding, and then we looked at the materials for branding, which is EDM and video, and the free tools to create the materials. I shared with you canva.com. And if any here knows other free tools, please share it in the chat group. And then we looked at the correct logo usage and why also. And social media footprints. We spoke about Facebook, but if you are into Instagram or even TikTok, that's fine. But make sure it's legal, yeah? And when you post content, we looked at sharing action, not posts, which will give more meaning to the posting. To highlight experience, not description. Highlight your experience of the project, not just the description of the project. And make Interact experience rewarding. You know, tell your members, tell your teachers, tell everyone out there, tell the public about Interact. And your action for 2021, do the video awards, right? With that, thank you very much, everyone. Thank you. Happy branding. Back to you, Rotarian Haslina.
Thank you very much, Past Assistant Governor Rajj. It was such a wonderful sharing. Thank you very much. Now it is a Q&A session, and I would like to read out this question that has been posted. Right, we have one question from Asha Nabir, teacher advisor. The question is, since when this logo wasn't in use? I believe she's referring to the Interact Club logo.
I think I mentioned this in the talk. I think, if I'm not wrong, 3-4 years back, Rotary International revamped all the 3 logos. Even the Rotary logo changed, Rotrack and Interact changed. All changed to the wheel. Well, more than that, 5-6 years ago. So we are slowly in the transitional period now. You can still use the old one, but don't use it for any purpose like now, you know. What I mean is, like, you have your older t-shirts with the old logo. If you want to wear it, yes, you can still wear it. But if you're going to do a new t-shirt now, don't use the old logo, use the new one. Yep.
All right. Thank you very much, PAG Rajj. So usually on this kind of topic, do you have any maybe like a frequently asked question? Maybe you can share with the interactors, 1 or 2 frequently asked questions.
Sorry, you're asking me.
Yes. Is there any frequently asked question? Because
usually most questions will be the free tools, how to create the template. So
And sorry, PAG Rajj, teacher Asha also asked if all the RC or Rotary clubs are aware of these changes.
yes, they are all aware, but they have not reached you. Don't know why. But I'm reaching to you as the district public image chair. So now we are already pushing the Rotary clubs to, if you realize the Rotary clubs logo also changed, right? So it's slowly changing. More and more clubs are adopting to the new one now, right? So we are happy with the transition in Rotary now. So we are moving to Interact and Rotrack now. So hopefully in 50 years, we'll be able to change all the logo.
Right. Any questions, interactors?
I have a question. I think last week they were talking about fundraising. Maybe PAG can suggest a few fundraising, or is it okay for interactors to use this go-to fund or something that's online fund app, platforms and all that to raise funds?
Just give me a minute, yeah. Let me open it. But maybe for Interact, there will be a challenge. Share screen. All right. So if you can see the screen, can you see the screen?
Yes.
You see the browser, right?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So this is a crowdfunding platform, right, for projects. But it will be a challenge for Interact clubs because when you register, you need to be a legally registered entity with the ROS. As Interact is not, you might not be able to create an account unless you do it through your sponsoring Rotary Club. So your sponsoring Rotary Club is registered under ROS and they have a bank account. So maybe you can do it through them. That means you use their name and their bank account, but you do all the promotion. So jomdonate.com, it's a local Malaysian based crowdfunding tool. So if you can see a lot of categories and total funds raised. And there's another one called Go Get Funding, but this is based in US. Same, they also need your ROS registration. You know, they even ask you to send the ROS registration certificate as proof. So it's a challenge for Intra Club. So you can use your sponsoring Rotary Club if they agree. Of course, the decision is theirs. They have to agree. But here is the transactions are all in US dollars. So you can use like PayPal, a third-party financial tool like PayPal, to withdraw the money to the local bank. Yeah. So for Interact, I won't recommend this because you're not registered unless your sponsoring club agrees to help. Maybe there's no questions because it's a very new topic. Yeah.
We do have
Yeah.
additional question here from SMK Convent Clang. She say, hi, I was just wondering, who are we supposed to contact to get our new logo?
Your youth service director, your sponsoring club youth service director. If the person is not sure or don't give you a positive answer, then you can contact me. I'll put my email address in the chat now. There you go. So you can email it to me. I'll do it for you. It's only a 7 minutes job. I don't mind helping you guys out. But ask
Okay.
your
All right, we have another
sponsoring club
question.
youth service director first. If they don't know, at least they will know then. Yeah, sorry, MC.
Oh, okay. We have another question from teacher advisor Arsha Nambe in regards to the video awards recent clip.
Yeah.
Sorry,
So
my school SMK okay.
I read it.
Okay,
Is it
sorry.
so? You submitted in 2020, right? November. Yeah. Okay. I'm not sure. I need to check on that. Maybe. Yeah, we'll check for you. So SMK Convent. BM is Bukit Mutajam, right? Yeah. Okay. There's another question. Is it okay to focus more on one social media and promoting the club? Yes. Make sure you're legal for the social media. See, while preparing for this talk, I was searching for interact clubs on Facebook, right? There's something I realized. Most school have this problem. I will call it problem. They will have few pages. In Facebook, they will have few pages. Interact club of SMK, few pages. And then I will realize at one certain point of the year, the postings will stop. That means whoever managing the admin page left the school and the person didn't hand over the login to the next leadership. So every leadership started creating Facebook page. So that is something not right because you will lose all your past datas. So make sure there's a correct transition. The handover need to be very smooth. Yes, you can focus on one. I've spoken to interactors. One will say Instagram, and now last week I spoke to a group of interactors. They are talking about TikTok. All right, there's nothing wrong in going into TikTok, but stay focused. Yeah, stay focused. Because I always feel TikTok users are very high in confidence, high in self-esteem, and they're very creative people. But you must be careful, use that tool responsibly. Whether it's TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, please use these tools responsibly. All right. If it is personal, you may use it for networking, meeting new friends, sharing new ideas. All right. If it is for the club, have a certain goal. Why is your club want a Facebook page? Is it for membership development? Is it for branding? Is it for fundraising? And if you list down those focus and then you keep to the focus, don't divert. All right. So to answer this question, yes, I would recommend you to focus on one social media. Unless you have 100 members in your club, 20 of them are willing to be the admin of 4 social media, then maybe. Then ensure the incoming leadership have the same strength of manpower and resource to manage it. All right. Because in the beginning, it will be interesting, very exciting. But after 6 months, you'll be begging to each other to create a post. Trust me. All right. That's human nature. So I would recommend you to just focus on one, whether it's Facebook or Instagram.
Hello, I'm teacher
Yes.
advisor Asha.
Yes.
We've been asking a lot of questions just now.
That's good.
Okay, talking about branding. Okay, I have been the teacher advisor of SMK Convent Bukit Mutajam, Penang, for the last maybe 12 to 15 years. Maybe because no teachers want to take up this job, I guess. Okay, now talking about branding. Branding of a club in a school, whether promoting the club to the students, it all depends on the administration of the school. Okay, like my school, it was the admin, the principal of the school has always been a male. Okay, for the last 3-4 years, it has been a non. Okay, ever since this non-principals came in, they have given a lot of focus on Interact Club because one of the clubs which is very active in my school is Interact Club. And my number of students in the club, we are the highest, 56 members.
Wow.
Okay, so talking about branding is whether the administration allows it or not. It doesn't depend on the teacher advisor.
Mhm.
Schools have got restrictions. So sometimes, like once upon a time, there was about 70 over members in my club. They joined because of the activities. Okay? So then the administrators call me up and said, I have to limit my members because other clubs didn't have members. So those are the challenges that we teachers have. Okay, so I just wanted to share this with you. Thank you.
By the way, it's a good reason too. They're saying, all the clubs need to be equal. Yeah, but when I say branding and promoting, right, you don't do a poster and say, come and join us. That is indirectly a promotion for recruitment. What I meant earlier is just promote your club indirectly without saying that you are promoting. That means
Okay.
you did a project, you have like a notice board, right? You're
Okay.
given a notice board.
For my, yeah.
Yeah. Are
For
you
my,
allowed to constantly update your notice board, or is there a restriction?
okay, a notice board, yeah. In all schools, we do have notice board. Yes, it is updated throughout the year. That is number one of promoting. Number two, okay, like in my school, we have done activities together with state government, with the Majlis Perbandaran, and it has been published in the newspaper, The Star. And our latest program last year was cleaning up the beach, Pantai Robina in Butterworth, and it was published in the papers. So that is another way of promoting. That's how we do it in my school. But it all depends on the administration.
Understand. But you just continue your promotion. You're doing it well. So whenever you have a project, whether it comes on newspaper or just photograph, just put it up in the news notice board. Because when it's constantly updated, the students will realize that this club is very active.
Yeah,
the
only problem I have is I don't have Malay members.
Right.
Okay, all because of they have some kind of thinking of this Rotary Club and Interact Club.
Surprise, even in school they have that, yeah?
Yeah, what to do?
Even Rotary clubs have that problem, so I didn't know Interact have that too.
Yeah, so I don't encourage any Malays to come in anymore because I'm kind of fed up of answering to silly questions. So when one student comes in, the student only lasts for a month or two, and after that they will be out.
But you don't stop them, right?
I do stop because I don't want this I don't want this headaches of teacher manipulating students' mind and telling not to join. So I don't want this headache. So I rather have nons and enjoy my club with all the activities.
All right, well done. You're doing a good job. Thank you, teacher. Thank you. So MC, anymore?
Not at the moment. Anyone wish to ask any questions?
Anyway, I've given you my email address, so if you have any questions, any requests, you can email it to me, and we will try our best to help you out.
All right, that was a great session, and hope you guys had enjoyed and gained a lot of insight. And thank you, Past Assistant Governor Rajj. Now, I would like to call upon President Dinesh for his thank you note to our guest speaker.
Thank you, MC. First of all, PAG Rajj, thank you very much for spending time on this Saturday morning with us to provide a lot of insight and enlighten our knowledge about the branding, especially why the branding is important, what is our brand. You have displayed the logos and what are the colors that interactors can choose, and how to do and how to come up with the promotional materials and what are the benefits. Hope all our interactors have learned. If you are continuously if you are promoting your club, do it continuously doing that, and this is the time to do it right. So once again, thank you very much, PAG Rajj, for your time.
Thank you for inviting.
Thank you very much, President Dinesh. And now I would like to invite immediate past President Brahma to say a few words. Immediate past President Brahma, over to you.
Thank you, Rotarian Hanif. Haslina, please take note that next week will be our final series, which is will be this next Saturday, starting at 10 o'clock. So it will be an introduction to Rotary. It will be our final series. Please make sure that you guys are there, and we will send in the login details by Wednesday. So if you have not received the login details or the link, I will put my email there, and you just email me and I'll send you the login details. Okay, that's all the announcement from me. Back to you, Rotarian Haslina.
Thank you very much, immediate past President Brahma. So we have now come to the end of our session. Thank you everyone for joining our session today, and we will meet again for our next session, which will be next Saturday on the topic Introduction of Rotary by President Wai Chan. So now I would like to close the meeting for today, and we shall continue the fellowship.